Hey, what is going on, guys? Being Hard here, aka Doing and welcome to Homeschooled Nerd. Sonic Mania Go! So a few weeks ago, Sonic Mania came out across multiple platforms, except for PC, of course, which really sucked for me because all I have is PC, really. Meaning I had to wait 2 whole weeks to actually be able to play it. So while everyone else was super stoked about this new Sonic game, I had to wait 2 whole weeks to play it. I mean, what the heck, Sega? Nonetheless, when the game finally came out, I was so stoked to play it that I thought, hey, why not do a video about it? So that's what I'm doing today. Because making videos about hyped up things after the hype has died down is just how we roll here on Homeschooled. So, Sonic the Hedgehog. We all love him one way or another. Some because of our childhoods, others because of the thrill of speed that exists in his games, and others still claim to hate him with a passion, but secretly can't get away because he's so dang cool. Which of course brings us to Blue Blur's latest game, Sonic Mania. Honestly, when I first heard of Sonic Mania, my initial thoughts were anything but positive. To me, it just seemed like another throwback Sonic game, throwback to the olden days, like Sonic Generations or the oft-forgotten Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Episode 2, I guess. It's like, okay Sonic, we get it. You used to be cool. I mean, come on, how many recreations of Green Hill Zone do we really need? Honestly. I mean, it's not like since Generations came out, Sonic's done enough to warrant yet another game celebrating everything Sonic has been. I mean, what Sonic games have there been since Generations? I mean, we got Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom again, more Sonic Boom. That one that was basically Mario Galaxy. But I'm happy to say when I got into the actual game, I was enjoying it a lot. So what say ye we jump into it right now, why don't we? Sonic Mania does a lot to make itself feel like a classic Sonic. Not only are there some remakes of some really good Sonic stages like Chemical Plant Zone, Hydrocity Zone, and of course the aforementioned Green Hill Zone, but you've also got super catchy music, simplistic gameplay, and the most adorable classic Sonic sprites you'd ever wish for. Seriously, just look how cute Sonic and Tails are. It just makes you want to squeeze their little... Anyway, Sonic Mania is honestly just a super upbeat and chill Sonic game. It's really fun to play. It's the kind of game that you want to play when you're down because it just makes you feel so happy while playing. Huh. I said the same thing about Ukulele, didn't I? Maybe I just really like old retro style games, I don't know. At any rate, one of my favorite things about the game when I first booted up has to be this intro animation created by Studio Yada. The same folks behind the music video for Starbomb's Smash, which is incidentally one of my favorite video game parodies of all time. So it was super cool to see them being used in something like this, almost like Sega's letting a little input from the fans for once. Either way, however, it instantly gets you into the mood for what this game has in store for you. I mean, just look how cool and chill this animation style is. Sonic Mania, I don't care how terrible a game you end up being. This intro was worth the 2 weeks wait and 15 bucks I paid to get you. Of course, it wasn't a terrible game, as I've already said, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's real quick just jump into the story. Sonic Mania doesn't have a lot of focus put on its story. Rather, it goes back to the style of storytelling in the olden games where the focus was put on the game and the only story existing in the game was what can be told through said game. And honestly, I kind of feel that it works better that way. Seriously, it's surprising how much the Sonic series is focused on the story element when the story for the original games was such an inessential part. I mean, this game once again shows how little the stories in Sonic games matter. But I'm still looking forward to Sonic Force 2, of course. You got Sonic and Tails flying into planes, some Eggman robotic stuff happens, whatever, let's go. It's admittedly a little confusing if you're wanting to know what's going on, but personally, I'm not. Gotta go fast, man. Which of course brings us straight into the actual game. Sonic Mania plays a lot like a lot of old classic Sonic games, which I like a lot. Solid controls, a high emphasis on speed, a low emphasis on platforming, it's just a good old time. Some of the stages in the game are based on classic levels. I say some of because not all of them are based on old stages. And I say based on because rather than being a direct remake like Sonic Generations, Sonic Mania feels more like a renaissance, a reimagining of the old Sonic games. The stages feel more like new levels with the basic design and aesthetic taken from the original levels. Perhaps because of this, along with the tuned up color palettes, I actually found this game a lot easier than the original Sonic games. I've mentioned before that I've always had trouble with platforming over spikes in Green Hill Zone Act 2, probably having something to do with my non-existent skill at video games. But in this game, I was able to nail it first try. Yeah! Am I good at video games yet? One thing I did kind of have mixed feelings about was how the game traversed between levels. Rather than cutting in between acts like the first two Sonic games, Sonic Mania has an almost seamless transition in between levels, similar to what Sonic the Hedgehog 3 did. On one hand, I do feel like this idea is cool in theory, but on the other hand... Alright, next level, let's go. Right, excuse me text. Clock's ticking. Come on, I can't Sonic what I can't see. Anywho, the game also features new renditions of bonus stages, both at checkpoints a la Sonic 2, as well as hidden bonus stages similar to those in Sonic 3. There's a UFOs chasing stage that I suck at, a bonus stage where you're collecting blue balls that I really suck at, and there's even a portion where you play a Tetris-style minigame against Doctor Eggman, which I'm actually really good at. Ha! In your face, Robotnik. I beat you at your own game, or whatever. Honestly, I really like how fresh the feel these levels have, which brings me to my conclusion. One of the best things I can say about Sonic Mania is how it still feels so new and fresh while still being a throwback game. Nothing's cooler than when you're playing a level like, hey, I remember this part. Whoa, is that goop on the ceiling? My life is now complete. Little additions just like that are all throughout the levels. It's nothing huge, but even the smallest things go a long way in adding a touch of freshness to the classic Sonic goodness. And honestly, I think that's my favorite thing about this game. It goes back to the time when Sonic was simple and improves a lot upon it with pumped up graphics, music, level design, solid controls, but still maintaining that simplistic charm which made the original game so beloved. So yeah, Sonic Mania. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think you will too. So if you're into Sonic, or wanted to get into Sonic, or thought maybe Sonic Mania seemed cool, I definitely recommend checking it out. I mean, shucks, just look at the reviews the game's got. This is the highest reviewed Sonic game we've seen for a very long time. So get it, pop it into whatever you have. I mean, now it's pretty much available for anything, so you don't even have to bother getting a console now. So pop it in whatever you got and have yourself a good old time. I know. I said that in the ukulele review too. I know. I'm gonna get kicked off YouTube for being stupid. So yeah, anyway, Sonic Mania, I'm giving it 10 out of 10 stars.